Hi and welcome to Outwell. In this film I'm going to talk you through the features of our Illinois 6. The Illinois 6 is a large tunnel design tent which is aimed to sleep up to 6 people, and it fits into our deluxe collection. The fly sheet that we're using on here is our Outtex 4000. Now that's a polyester material which has PU coating on the inside, has fully taped seams and a hydrostatic head of 4000mm. And the fabric's all been treated as well to ensure that it's going to be fire retardant. We do have some ventilation panels around the sides of the tent as well, which are accessible from the outside. And the frame of this tent is made up primarily of these steel poles in the middle for good stability. And then we use the Outwell extended frame system to create really good head height on both sides of the tent for the amount of given floor space. Some of the features on here, we'll see that we have these luminous guylines all the way around the tent. Now they're nice and easily visible to ensure that you're not going to trip over them in the dark. And each one of them has its own retainer, just so that when we take down the tent we can wrap these guylines up and pop them in here, so that the next time we go to pitch the tent, the guylines are nice and easily accessible. You'll also see on the steel frame of this tent we have the Outwell wind stabiliser system. This is designed to directly attach the fly sheet onto the frame using these Velcro tabs, and when we open these up we can see that the way it works is by bringing them round and then closing these ones here. And then when that's done at the top and at the bottom of each pole, and the guylines are pegged out, that's going to increase the overall stability of the tent, making sure that you can even use this in high wind conditions. Another feature on here is the Outwell easy pegging system, and that's where we provide you with 3 different types of pegs. We give you these steel pegs here, which are your anchor pegs for the 4 corners of the tent. We then give you the black plastic pegs for all the black pegging points around the side of the tent. And we also give you the luminous peg to go with all the luminous guylines, making sure that it's very simple that you get the right peg in the right place. When we come round to the front here, we can see that this is where one of the entrances is, and when you pop in to the inside here you'll get a really good sense of just how big this tent is. I'm 195 centimetres tall. You can see that once we're in here there's plenty of head height in here. Lots and lots of space across the front of the tent, and that's accentuated by these very large windows which allow lots of light in here, and that's going to increase the overall sense of space anyway. Each one of these windows has its own individual curtain, so what we can do is very simply roll them down and toggle them when they're open, but when you close them you can either bring them halfway up or you can fully close them as well. The ground sheet that we use in this tent is a very tough ground sheet. It's a good quality double coated polyethylene, and it has a hydrostatic head of 10,000mm, and it's totally sealed from front to back and side to side. And it's bathtub in style to make sure that you're not going to get any drafts coming in, you're going to keep out any water and any unwanted bugs as well. You see just above my head here that we have a lantern hanging point, which is a good central location, and then running away from that we have these cable tidies which lead down to our cable entry point, allowing you to bring some electrics into the cable without having to, electrics into the tent without having to run any cables through your doors. There's a door at the front of this tent and a door at the back of the tent, allowing good versatility. The door on the back also has a rain-safe shelter, making sure that if it's very wet outside we can use that door there. Each door has its own mesh panel as well, so again when the doors are open you can bring across the mesh panel to really accentuate the ventilation within the tent. A really nice feature of this tent is its quite unique layout. You have this very large area at the front, and then you have 2 separate bedrooms towards the back. Now these bedrooms come pre-attached in the tent, so that's a job that you don't need to worry about, and they're made of a 100% breathable polyester. You can see on the inside here, that's where we have our mesh ventilation panels, which I mentioned earlier on, that correspond to the outside ventilation of the tent. And there are some storage pockets on the inside here as well, and again you have 2 large entrances into the bedrooms, so you can choose just which one you want to use. So optional extras for this tent include a large carpet for the living area in here. There's also a footprint available for the tent, and that's all the features of our Illinois 6. Thank you very much for watching.